How you doing, jabronis? Today, we have a very, very special topic. We're going to do one of these little tier lists rankings. My first one of one of my favorite genres. Genre that made me kind of fall in love with video games in the first place. 3D platformers, and we got a bunch here to pick from. I recognize most of these, I think, but we got, S tier being chef's kiss, perfection. And then A is just really good, I'd say great. B is good. C is fair. D is bad. And then F is just atrocious. If I haven't played it, I'll just put it in this purple category. So this first one, yeah, I would probably go there. Cow the Kangaroo. I've heard it's all right, but I haven't played it. Infamous 2 is, it's a good game. I don't like it as much as the first one, but I'd say it's still good. It's not the first thing I think of when I think 3D platformer, but I guess it technically is. But yeah, the Infamous games are good. I hope that Sucker Punch, if it's not going to revisit it, I know they're doing their Samurai Ghost games, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm looking forward to the new one. But the Infamous games are good. I really, really enjoy the first one especially. I hope to see like a remaster. I know I'm not alone in that thought. A Hat in Time is a very charming game. You can see a lot of early like 90s 3D mascot platformer influence in it. And A Hat in Time, I really recommend people play that if they're into the mascot platformers. I think that'd be a real treat. Is that Bubsy 3D? Yeah, everybody knows this game's a huge piece of shit, and that's where it belongs. And then on the flip end of the spectrum, we got one of the GOATs. Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of my favorite games of all time, and that's where it belongs in the S tier. It's just the perfect, like, parody on video games. Almost like, kind of like Stick of Truth, South Park game, but like way before that. And they just, Rare, Conker he was in the Diddy Kong racing, and then they started making this game, and everybody was complaining. They're just like, oh, this is just this cute little squirrel. It's just more like banjo stuff. And they're like, all right, you know what? We're just going to make whatever we want. And they made this masterpiece. I love Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's like one of my top games of all time. Crash 2, also S tier. Phenomenal game. I love the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy. I love the new one too, Crash 4. I don't know if I don't see it here. It might be there. But Crash 4 is really good too. It's a worthy sequel to the original trilogy. Is that Jet Set Radio? I've played part of it. I know it's got a really kick-ass soundtrack. Jet Set Radio's good. I never had a Dreamcast as a kid. I know that's like one of the best games on the Dreamcast. I have it on Steam. I gotta get back to it, but I know Jet Set Radio is a pretty cool game. I'm gonna put it in B for now. I think I'm going to play it again. I'll probably rank it higher, so don't be mad at me. Journey, yeah, S tier, absolutely. That game is special. It really is just, it's an experience, and everyone should play that game. There's nothing else. I mean, maybe there is now. There's other games like Abzu or however you pronounce that are similar, but Journey really is, like, it's unforgettable. It's very short, you can beat it in one sit down like I did. I've played it a couple times, and it's a very quick play. If you're looking to just do a quick sit down, easy, comfortable, quick session of a game. I love Jack and Daxter. That's one of my favorite game series of all time. The first game, I'd say, oh man, I'm torn. I'd say it's at least B tier. I do like the first game a lot. It's a lot more like, traditional, very colorful, vibrant, and child-friendly than the sequels. I do like the sequels a little more, but I do really appreciate... The first one's a good foundation. Gex the Gecko, I know they just did a remaster. I can't quite say because I gotta play that one. I know that it looks funny. It like I like the character. He seems pretty cool, but I gotta check out more of him. Original Crash Bandicoot. So here's how good Naughty Dog is. This is their technically, and not including their 90s games, because those games are trash, and they'll tell you that. But Crash Bandicoot, their lineup of games since they were acquired by Sony or merged with Sony on PlayStation, are so good that Crash Bandicoot is actually their weakest game, and it's still a very good game. But to hell with that Skybridge though, man. Chicken Run, I've never played that. I like the movie though. Jak 3, I'm gonna put that in A. I really love Jak 3. It's such a breeze compared to, like, if you're playing them in order, if you do them chronologically, like I did. Once you've beaten Jak 2, if you haven't given up, and you persevere to the end, then Jak 3 is like such a cakewalk in comparison. Infamous 1, it's really not the first thing I think of when, I mean, it is a 3D platformer by all means. It's just, I really like Infamous. I think that's a great game. Simpsons Hit and Run. I played bits and pieces of this game back in the day. Sorry, it's late. I don't want to be too loud right now. Simpsons Hit and Run is good. It is a good game. It's definitely got a hell of a cult following, and I'd like to see it more available on current systems. But for now, I'm going to put it in probably a B category. Banjo-Tooie is really good. It's a great game. I obviously I like the first. I think most people generally like the first one more. It's just a tighter game, and I got a lot to say about that. Let me get to Banjo-Kazooie, and I'll talk more about that. The Crash Trilogy remaster is great. I'm going to put that in A. Jak 2, I would put it in S tier, but it's that damn checkpoint system, man. It sucks. Like, if they remastered the whole trilogy, which I know they did, but if they just fixed that checkpoint system, that game would be an S tier for me. It's just that some of the missions in Jak 2 are just so like joy-drainingly cruel. That's how hard they are. And I'm like, this game has no business being this damn difficult. But I still really love it. You know, it's a love-hate kind of thing. Daxter, I played it for the first time like maybe a year or two ago whenever they added it to PS Plus, and I thought it was actually better than I thought it would be. That being said, it's still, it's nothing spectacular, but it was worth playing through. I think I platinumed it actually. Donkey Kong 64, I'm not as big a fan as some of the other Rare games like Banjo and Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Conquer, but even Donkey Kong Country, but it's still a solid game. It's still a really good game. Ape Escape. I didn't play this until later on, but I do really like it. Astrobot actually got me into Ape Escape when they reference it. But I started playing it, and it's good, but it's still like a C to me. I don't think I've played Epic Mickey. I played some sort of Mickey Mouse game on the GameCube back in the day. I don't think it was Epic Mickey though. Crash 3, Warped, S tier, absolutely. Crash 3, it might be the best one in the trilogy. I'm torn between 2 and 3, but or the quadrilogy now. Quadrilogy? Is that how you say that? Anyway, 2 and 3, I love Crash 2 and 3. Like, those are just spectacular. This game, God knows why, it has its fans, but this game hurt me personally. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is just, it was just a middle finger to my soul. Crash, I don't know which one that is, Wrath of Cortex or Crash of the Time. I didn't really play too many of those. I know they're not nearly as good as the Naughty Dog games or Crash 4, but I don't think it's fair for me to even rank them because I didn't play it too much. Mushroom Men, I don't know what the hell that is. I've never even heard of that. I've seen Blinks. He's not one of the more popular ones, but I'd be willing to give him a shot. But I haven't played that one. This game is not as terrible as people say it is, but it's still pretty bad. It's the only Jak and Daxter game I've never finished. Crash of the Titans. Again, I haven't really played many of those. Okay, so Jersey Devil, the game, this hurts me because being a Jersey boy, like, I want a good game based on the Jersey Devil folklore, the mythos of New Jersey. But this ain't it, man. This game is stir-fried dog shit. It's ugly. It plays terribly. It's it's heinous, man. Just stay away. Hopefully, we get a good Jersey Devil game in the future that has nothing to do with that. When I think of games that are just like the epitome of mediocrity, I think of games like Knack 2, and then I think of Croc. Croc is definitely smack dab in the middle. Just average. I don't know. I've seen that cover before. I forget what that game's called, but I haven't really played it fair. Ratchet and Clank, I think that's the reboot, the one they made that movie off of. I played that one through, and it was pretty good, but I don't remember too much about it, honestly. I'm torn between B and C. I'm gonna leave it on C for now. Going Commando, I've only played it a little bit, but like Ratchet and Clank, I like the Ratchet and Clank series, but I've played few and far between with them. They're good though. Going Commando's good though. I think the third one though is a little better. Now, Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite game of all time. I'm actually making a video ranking all the worlds. Yeah, I can't sing that game's praises enough. I love everything about that game. Banjo-Kazooie is the GOAT. That's one of the games that made me fall in love with gaming as a little girl. So Glover, it's like one of those rejected mascot games. I can't really say. I know it's really expensive. Apparently they're hard to come by, cartridges of that. I saw it in a retro game store. It was like $100. This Frogger game, I actually have played that. What the hell is that called? It's not that 3D Frogger game, which I don't think is on this list. Frogger, He's Back or whatever. That game is fucking balls poundingly difficult too. I remember I used like cheat codes in that computer game or the PS1 Frogger game. That game was hard, man, and just mostly because of the timer. But I liked it for some reason. And then there was that sequel to it that was like such a breeze in comparison. I don't remember enough about this game to give it a fair shot, though. The Bugs Life game is not very good, to be honest. I played that one as a kid. I had it on the N64, and nah, it's not that good. It was just way too difficult and clunky, from what I remember. Mirror's Edge is good. I like the sequel a little more, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, but it's a solid game. I thought the more open-ended aspect of the second one was more enjoyable, though. It's kind of like a challenge arena sort of thing. The Blob, I don't know if I played this one or not. I can't really rank it. Yeah, Knack is just stands toe-to-toe with the Croc, It's just one of those games where it's like it's not particularly awful, but there's nothing really that stands out about it that's great either. Same with Knack 2. It's just they're the first and the second one. You can play them back to back. I wouldn't know the difference. Ratchet and Clank 1, it's good. It's fine. I haven't finished this game. I love the World Series. My buddy who works for Playwright Games too, Phil, he really got me into this series. I know Oddworld is like his favorite series, but even he'll tell you like this game is definitely one of the weaker ones. It's not as bad as Soulstorm, but Munch's Odyssey, it's kind of a drag at certain parts. I like the characters and the art style and the story and everything, but the gameplay is a little sluggish. Psychonauts is dope. I really like Psychonauts. I'm gonna put that in A. Shadow the Hedgehog, I mean, I like that whole era of like, scene edge, kind of early 2000s aesthetic, but I can't really say I've played it enough. I think I watched my buddy play it on the PS2. He brought it over once, but I haven't really played it enough to give it a fair rating on here. That's not the original Pitfall, because I think the original Pitfall should go in S category, because that's like the OG platformer. But I can't really rate this because I don't know what the hell that is. Princess Persia Sands of Time, S tier. Easy. Up Your Arsenal, A tier. Great game. Sonic Adventure 2, great soundtrack. Despite all its clunkiness, it's kind of charming, I'd say it goes at least at C tier, because it's still, It's not a great game, but it's still, despite its shortcomings, I still kind of like it. And I'm not the biggest Sonic fan either, but I do like that game. Sonic Adventure 1, I haven't really played enough. I've more so played the second one. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Gotta go fast. You know, Sonic's fucking cringe, but I'll I'll be fair. I like certain Sonic games. There's definitely more bad ones than good ones. Battle for Bikini Bottom is pretty good, but it's not as good as I remember because I did play a bit of the remaster, and I'm like, it's just mostly just nostalgia. I mean, you can't really argue that one. You know, he is like the godfather of 3D platformers. This game doesn't get enough recognition. I really like this game a lot. I'm gonna put that in B. I think the combat in that is decent enough, but just the art style, the narrative, and the music, like the soundtrack in this game is fucking banger, man. I really like Alice Madness Returns. I might do a Let's Play of that. Mario Sunshine. I know it's no one's favorite 3D Mario game, but it's mine. I know it's not a perfect game. We've got certain shine sprites in it that are kind of just poorly designed, but I love the hell out of Super Mario Sunshine. It's definitely one of my favorite summer themed games, and it's definitely one of the more quirky Mario games, and I love it. I love it to death. So that's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. Sly Cooper 1. I'd say Sly 1 is like the weakest in the series, but it's still pretty good. But I can't quite say it's B tier. It's just some of those boss fights are just like, I remember there's that one boss fight where it's like you got to do the rhythm game with the alligator, and I swear I was doing it right every time, but it just kept screwing me, and you just got to keep rewatching that same cutscene over, and you can't skip it, and it just kept annoying the hell out of me. So just for that alone, I'm gonna be petty. Sly 2, on the other hand, A. Great game. Sly 3, same thing, A. Super Monkey Ball, that game's hard, man. But I think I did beat it eventually. I'd say it's got a fun, pretty addicting gameplay loop, but overall, I don't. I'm sure it has more fans, but I can't quite say it's not one of my favorites, but it's good. It's good enough. Same thing with that. I think I've played both of those two, and that's it. In that series with that little monkey. I don't know if they made any Super Monkey Ball games in a while. I think it's been a minute. Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World. Yeah, okay, so World was the one on the 3DS, and then Land was the one, because I played them both on the 3DS. Those were like some of the only games I did play on the 3DS. I think, yeah, so I played Land first. Land was good, but World was like, I think this game might be a little overrated. I know some people might hate me for saying that, but it's good. It is really good. Like, it's at least B tier, but some people think it's like S tier. I'm like, all right, don't go crazy now. On the other hand, Mario Galaxy, same thing. All three of those just S tier. And I'm really hoping, because I'm a huge Mario fan, especially the 3D Mario games, and the only mainline Mario game I haven't played is Mario Galaxy 2, because it's just, it's locked on the Wii still. So hopefully we get it on the Switch too, which I don't have one, but I'm sure I'll get one eventually. Mario Odyssey. Oh man, that's tough. I did play the hell out of that game. I did get basically all the moons. There was like 1,000 of them, which I thought was a little OD. There was some that were like, man, you're just padding the hell out of this. But I have my gripes with Mario Sunshine, but I'm putting that in S tier. Screw it, man. I just say all of them. They're all just solid fucking games. Sonic Unleashed, that werewolf shit. I did not like that game. I didn't play through it all, but I didn't care for it. Sonic 06, it belongs in F tier, but it's got some really funny glitches that make me want to put it in D tier. But in good faith, I'm gonna just keep it in F. Sonic Generations was pretty solid. I thought that game was pretty fun. I would say that's one of the more I don't know if it's modern. It's pretty retro now, but Sonic Generations I remember I enjoyed. Is that the first Spyro game? First Spyro game I'd say is at least B tier. Spyro, like, Spyro is just a fun character to control. He's he's a cool guy. I like him, and I really hope we get our like Crash 5 or Crash Spyro crossover game. I mean, man, that would sell like hot funnel cakes. Ripto's Rage is S tier, man. That's just one of the best in the genre, in my opinion. Ripto's Rage is a 10 out of 10. What the hell is this? Is that Year of the Dragon? Man, they're so small. Yeah, Year of the Dragon. I say that's A tier. It's there's some characters you play as in it that are better than other ones, but it's not a huge step back from Ripto. But there are parts that I didn't care for, like the racing, and it was just god awful. I thought that was just dog shit. So, yeah. But I really like the skateboarding and like the cheesy like early 2000s aesthetic of it. Scooby Doo and I don't think I've played that. There was some Scooby Doo game I played, but it wasn't like a platformer. Okay. The Buzz Lightyear The Rescue game is obviously S tier. I want to, just personal bias, but I really like the Buzz Lightyear game. But if I'm being objective here, it's a good game. It actually is really fun. It's definitely way better than the Bugs Life game, that's for sure. And it's made by the same people. The Traveler Tales make those like Lego games or whatever. Infamous Second Son, it's a bit of a step back. It's good, but it's not as good as the other ones. I'd say it's like C tier. I really like how they took it in a different direction. It was kind of cool. My Steam version of Alice Madness Returns has this game, but I don't think I ever played it. I didn't open it up. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, I have yet to play that one. Uncharted 1. So Uncharted is one of my favorite series of all time. Uncharted 1, I'm going to put that in A tier. Uncharted 2, easy S tier. One of the best games ever made. Uncharted 3, I want to put that in S tier, but read my critique on Play Reddit Games. There's a few things that hold it back from being like a 10 out of 10 game, but it's at least a 9. Just certain things narratively just don't gel as well as 2 and 4, but 4 also just S tier. Love that game. One of the greatest. Even Golden Abyss, on the Vita. Like, there was no reason to buy a Vita, so I just, I remember I think I borrowed a Vita and just signed in and played this game like once, and I was like, it was not terrible, for what it was. And then Lost Legacy was good too. I'll put that in B. I think Uncharted would actually, it is a 3D platformer by all means. It's just I'm thinking more like the mascots and the cartoony stuff. Vex, I think I've seen that somewhere. Ukulele is just trying to be, it's just a poor man's Banjo-Kazooie. And I know it's made by a lot of the same people. I mean, for God's sake, the cover alone, it's trying to be the same thing, and it's okay, but it doesn't capture that same spirit. It's not it. Shadow of the Beast, I've never played that. Is that the one in Siberia? I'd say that game is really good. The Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider trilogy, or newer, I don't think it's new now. They're good. I'd say that one's A tier. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is maybe like B or C tier. Is that the OG Tomb Raider? Man, that game is aged like a glass of banana milk. I'd say C tier, but still very influential. Zapper, I don't know what that is. I really like the Tomb Raider reboot, the first one. I'll put that in A tier. Man, Bugs Bunny, Time Busters, that looks fun. OG Castlevania, I never finished it. I know it's really hard. I don't think it's fair for me to rank that. The only one I've ever played through all the way was Symphony of the Night a few times. Great game. But I played through that Lords of Shadow, like it was like a Shadow of the Colossus kind of knockoff. Attack and the Power of Juju. Now that's a game I haven't heard in a long time. Oh man, dude, I haven't played that game in like 60 years, man. I don't remember. I mean, I remember it was fine. You know, I've never heard of that. Whiplash. That's a good movie. Ninja Bread Man. That game's a steaming pile of dog shit. Earthworm Jim. I like the first one. I don't think I've ever played that. And Toe Jam and Earl. I don't remember if I've played that or not. Anyway, there you have it, I suppose. I don't know. I'll probably be kicking myself later for this, but definitely Banjo-Kazooie, Sands of Time, the 3D Mario games, Uncharted, Crash 2 and 3, and Conquer, Spyro 2. Like those are all S tier. And then I think I was pretty fair for the most part with these other ones, but I don't know. I got this one video coming out where I'm ranking all the Banjo-Kazooie worlds, and as I'm playing it again, I'm like, because I wrote an article on the site you can go check out, and I have this list, but I'm thinking like, dude, maybe I'm gonna change it. And I only wrote that article like a month or two ago, and so my video ranking might actually be different from the article itself. Anyway, yeah, this was pretty fun. I might do some more of these. We'll see how it goes. Take it easy.